Okay, so we're back with another video, and mostly just because we've seen some very interesting stuff happening in the community Discord. A very big announcement. First of all, joined by Caspar, Lemon, and Sven. So, guys,
Hello.
what do we think of that announcement? First of all,
Well, we didn't see that coming.
no, none of us.
None of us, yeah, we didn't get any leaks. Like 2 weeks earlier.
It definitely wasn't leaked at all,
Yeah, it was
And
totally
definitely not by
unexpected
Casper.
and shut up. Yeah, it took us by surprise. And we were very sad.
And I guess like with that, with the announcement, I guess do we all see it as a good thing or a bad thing? What do we think? Some of us more affected than others. Some of us have lost their plus duties, you know. But
Yeah,
what do we think? Good or bad?
I mean,
Overall, bad. I think.
it's fucking awful. I mean,
But then again, we haven't seen the product yet. Like
Yeah,
they have
but-
announced the changes, but when do we see them? So it's
it's gonna happen in the nearest future, but I mean, it can't be good when fucking half of the, or even more than half, I think, of the Travian Discord is like made of like national communities or like regional communities, which are now like being gone. So that's I don't think that's the best decision.
And Sven, being one of the members of one of the communities, is still standing strong. You know, part of the DE community. Do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing? You know.
I think it's a bad thing. I don't think Scamisu can handle every community on his own. I don't think he's capable of that.
But I mean, is he actually going to still be here to manage that though? That's the question. I don't know who this is all
it's
affected.
Quite
I mean,
funny. There's a big rumor going around that Scamisu is also leaving. So who's
Yeah,
gonna be around?
From what I know, he didn't get fired. He might be just leaving.
Okay.
So if he doesn't find a new job, he might be staying.
Okay.
Sounds reasonable.
Theory. So I guess just for people that don't know, I know I kind of like pull this up for the stream, is that Travian Legends basically did a survey, an improvement survey. You can see it on stream. It was a way of kind of trying to gather feedback from the community on some important topics. They offered 20 gold, an amazing 20 gold for your time, penny for your thoughts, and essentially, they've used this to basically come to the conclusion that things are not working well at Travian Games. Things are not going as well as things could be, which has led to the announcement. I've also pulled this up on screen, basically saying after a careful review of the survey that many of you answered, we've kind of got a rough estimate that approximately 2,000 people answered this survey. There might be a leaked number, who knows, but let's say 2,000 people did the survey.
No, actually, it was way more. We just got told that it was way more than 2,000 players.
Okay. So it was wait. Speech marks of way more, okay? Like a lot of people.
Way more. Yeah, a lot more.
Okay.
Apparently.
And as a result of that, they've decided to make significant changes to the restructuring of the Discord server. Kind of the TLDR of this announcement is essentially they are going to be kind of culling all local communities. So right now there is kind of Balkan community, Turkish community, Russian community, I think Swedish even have a community.
There's Nordics community.
Nordics,
right?
Yeah, exactly. Right. There's lots of these separate communities, and the aim is to then get rid of every single one of them. There's going to be a kind of an English chat and a German chat, and all nationalities will be expected to kind of write in these chat rooms to communicate. And also if there are like everyone, that what I'm basically seeing here as a result of this is going to be in the international chat, there's going to be someone speaking English, someone speaking Turkish, someone speaking Russian, but people have to keep pressing an emoji to get a translation to work out what on earth's going on. And there is no kind of, at the moment, at least plan for current community managers to kind of be reorganized within this Discord. We've already seen Spud, one of the community managers and admins, leave the Discord server. Another community manager, Thomas GB, he is no longer going to be in the as a community manager anymore. Lots of mods have lost their roles. Caspar, do you still have yours yet?
Yes, I do, but I will be also resigning.
Okay. So, that's a really, really good point, and we'll come on to this as around kind of what's kind of happening, I guess, for moderators and such. But yeah, essentially, that's the change that's happening. English and German will be maintained and supported languages in the Discord, and the aim of this is to kind of, I don't know, consolidate. This is kind of what it looks like from a business standpoint of when things are not going as well as they could and they want to optimize costs, they consolidate things down into smaller groups, and then this is kind of like the straw that breaks the camel's back, right? And no longer, things start going downhill from there. So yeah, with what kind of just mentioned there, Caspar, they're still expecting moderators here to continue doing their job and continue to kind of police the Discord, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because there's no point in them of not having all of us helping the overall Discord, because we're not getting paid at all. So it's no point for them. And I don't know. I mean, I can't even imagine any single one of the current moderators actually staying. I actually have no clue how it's supposed to happen, because okay, I don't know every single of the moderators, which are my colleagues, but I know some of them because they are they were assigned to a specific community, which they were part of. Some I don't think even spoke English, so I have no idea how Travian expects them to now be part of the English only or German only channels when they can't really speak the language and their community is just gone. So yeah, it's just.
Yeah, I was just going to mention exactly that. That obviously in the Discord channel there is a thing called Meet the Team, and it's like the Arabics community, the Asia community, region raiders, which is kind of like, I guess, a mixture of lots of different things now. All these different moderators from lots of communities that can locally expertise of assisting of people of their language, right? Now it's like, are they going to hopefully hire someone that speaks 10 different languages to assist everyone, or are they expecting moderators to basically off their own back try and work out solutions for people that they don't speak their language? Is that basically what they're trying to do now, right?
Yeah, probably it's just the second thing. I mean, it's I don't know, I think someone I think it was Samisu, but someone mentioned the possible solution that people from the other countries that can't speak English are supposed to make messages in threads, and then the players from their community just start speaking with them inside those threads, which is a fucking terrible idea, because nobody's gonna see it. And
yeah, they're basically trying to replace entire communities with Discord threads. I don't see it as a good solution.
I mean, threads work very well for maybe if you need a resource push and you can write a thread very easily, or if you write a dev call, or
get a dev call, yeah.
A thread works very, very well. So you don't think it's going to be used very well to communicate with, I don't know how many different languages there are in the world, but can we not see this working? No.
Yeah, I think we gotta make a dev call for Travian games.
Yeah, I think so as well. But no, I guess, yeah, any other thoughts on that before we kind of move on to next subject? Do we see, I don't know, this just isn't going to work, right?
Yeah, and one thing about this survey, I didn't believe in the first place about the first number of 2,000 players filling it. And when we got told about the other number, I was entirely sure that it was the scam. Or just maybe if it wasn't, it probably was just multi accounts filling the shit for money. like for the 20 gold.
Yeah, it's actually a really, really good point. That is that right? Did any of us here fill in that survey that popped up? Like anyone here?
No.
No.
No, right. So like none of us did. Like I think we could probably I think we've already spoken to our respective friends and teammates about this, but how many of them actually filled out a survey? Very little, right?
I think close to 0.
Yeah. So where did they get these from, and how many people just decided I'm going to get 20 gold? Okay. So let's just use this opportunity to just shit talk Travian Games and then get 20 gold at the end of it. But this is being used as a top engagement feedback tool to decide we're moving to threads in the Discord. It just seems a bit strange, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I can't believe that random fucking survey for
Have
gold.
they actually shared the results of the survey, or
Yes.
the exact results to all the questions, or
Wait, let me find
did
the
they just
screenshot.
post some general?
No, just the visitor numbers. You know what I mean? Like in the
Yeah.
time function, not the exact answers.
Yeah, and see that our viewers haven't filled it out the survey either. So
So it's just a really, really
I'm
strange
not
one,
saying
huh?
that they're made up numbers, but it's a possibility, or just multis.
But like an important
same
thing to kind of draw from this though is that this kind of restructure has already happened in Legends, right? So it's
In
in
Kingdoms.
Kingdoms, sorry. So it's not necessarily potentially anything to do with Legends community either. It sounds like something has already been maybe pushed through or an idea suggested, and it's like, yeah, we're going to implement this. Because as you can see as well, I really just want to draw to the attention on this because it's the funniest thing in this whole announcement. They basically said we're facing challenges from Discord bans of like in regions such as Russia and Turkey. So if you don't know what's happened in Russia and Turkey, they've banned Discord. You can't use Discord without having access to a VPN. And they're saying, oh, so yeah, you know, we've as a result we are restructuring the server to adapt to these changes. So they're adapting to the changes of Discord being banned in Turkey and Russia by giving them translation bot of like, and encourage them to still write in the channels. It just doesn't really make any sense, right? Like it's, I don't know, it's just, it seems like a lot of trying to make the shoe fit, but it's you know, it's not Cinderella. That's, you know, she's not fitting that slipper. You know, it's someone else. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's like Afrek trying to fit in Cinderella's slipper. It's not happening. You know. But yeah, I just think that's it's kind of, I don't know, it's not really a right decision. And when I made the screenshot at the time, we've got 17 skull emojis, we've got 17 kick laughs, we've got another 13 more kick laughs. I'm not seeing any flame emojis or muscle emojis, you know, or anything like that, you know. So I think it's not looking good, Brev.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so sad.
Yeah, I think what could be the next steps from this as well, you know, if it's, because let's talk about the server that we're all playing on at the moment, International 30. We've seen such a strong amount of community playing on that server. It's probably been one of the most popular servers I've seen in a long time, with a lot of people playing on it, and we're seeing the game lag quite frequently. They've said to us that there's not enough server bandwidth to support the amount of outgoings on the server, and as a result they're like limiting actions. So it's kind of like there seems to be no real engagement or support for the players of the game, and apparently no real support for the Discord either. So is this only going to go one way?
Yeah, I think so. It's only one way. And the funny thing about it is that this server, this big server, the biggest server in years, is planned by one of the community managers who just got fired, Thomas. So I'm not entirely sure what their plan is.
Yeah, I don't want to necessarily like kind of ring fence here, but I think we can use Thomas as a great example. Like, I think Thomas is probably one of the most engaging members of like the Travian Legends team that we have in our community. He's obviously, from my perspective, originally he put out all the Hall of Fame records for like fast settling, for recording off and deaf you know, troops, and kind of calculate all this. I know Ridahuma is he's doing that now, but like it was Thomas that started all this. Thomas originally started the idea for the elite program that was meant to be like who is considered, probably the better players in the Travian community, and it turned into, okay, we've actually just got to accept lots of random players because we want a more varied amount of players. I think that's how, people like FA got in, for example. But like there was this kind of concept of basically Thomas doing a hell of a lot of work for the community. He marketed this server really, really well. Obviously captured a lot of comments, and it was put in kind of emails that went out to players and saying, I mean, my name's on there, and now like you see the state of that server and you see the state of what's going on. Like I don't really want to be in that email anymore, and I think other people feel the same way as well. But
yeah, exactly.
It's just like, I know it's just a bit of a shame, and I don't want to say like, oh, Thomas is doing all this, but other CMs that are not going to be here anymore, they're not doing anything. So kind of, it's no loss there. I think it's a huge loss for people to lose community managers that actually want to do a lot for the players that play on this game as well. Like, just to mention as well, it was community manager suggestion that made all these kind of community week servers where people can vote for features. I know not necessarily for us that they're not that popular, but I think they're still somewhat popular for the people that want to play them. So all this level of engagement is probably going to drop, and I think Travian Games is probably expecting to have the same level of engagement back from the community without these CMs anymore. So I just don't think that'll work, at least from my perspective.
I don't think that will work as well. Actually, community week servers were quite competitive, at least some. I mean, the whole idea of like servers where players choose to the features on that, it's like it was a very cool idea.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I didn't play any, but I liked the idea of it, and I think it's like yeah, if you can vote for what you want to play on in a server, and you have like a good team, or you just have lots of players that can also kind of push through those votes of a server that you want to play, then yeah. It's great. It's a really, really good idea.
I played as a tech in I think Community Week 2X, where Taiwan ally was versus Tiki's ally, the French ally. It was actually very fun.
Yeah, but that, at least you've managed to tailor a server to what you want to play. So that wouldn't be here without the community manager either. It's not as if someone in Munich has turned around and said, hey, I think that's going to be a great idea, let's do that. It's literally listening to members that get that, and we're going to really not have much of that going forward, right?
Yeah, I think that people in Munich has lost the complete connection with their players now. So I don't see the game surviving for much longer.
But
unless
they can still like
step up.
Yeah, I was going to say they can still like revert though, can't they? Because like, let's be honest, we've seen this sort of change come from Travian Games before. Like, remember when they closed the forums and moved everyone to Discord, and I think everyone was like, oh, what on earth are they doing?
Yeah.
Asta just been watching watching pub. What the hell? But yeah, like I literally just see this as a case of we've been through these changes before, and I remember like a long time ago, like I think this was in 2012, 2013. I'm pretty sure like Travian Games basically sacked all members of staff that had anything to do with community, and like within a year rehired like everyone as well. So,
yeah, they have done changes before.
I'm pretty sure it's either downfall or it's gonna happen again. It's like very soon. Like I can't see any way that this can work out in any way.
Yeah, at least when they've made changes before, they have just moved to a different platform. Now they're just basically closing down most of the platform and just making it to an announcement board instead of an actually engaging community. So.
Well, it did say that they're going to still continue to pump out, whether it's blog materials and kind of game guides, right? And there's going to be, they're still going to have the VIP/elite program. I don't know where.
Yeah, but who's going to run it?
Well, it's whether or not they kind of bring in some CMs to replace that. I don't know what the CM plan is for them. That's not necessarily being communicated. We're just seeing people leave right now, and have been for the last couple of days, and it's not as if we're getting any clarity on even the people that are leaving know what's kind of going on or what's going to happen in the future.
I think you guys don't have enough trust in Scamisu to do it all alone. He will manage it.
I mean,
Love your trust.
he did hack Mustafa's up before. I mean, who's to say he can't just turn this around as well? You know, he was the final conclusion.
True. I think he was doing it all just to make Stonk lose another server.
Wow.
It was all pre-planned. I think we need Emmerich here to connect the dots. The darts, sorry.
Yeah, we could have Dalian join as a special guest, but we might get sidetracked.
No, I don't think he will join after yesterday's off.
We could get sidetracked on Infinity topic here as well.
What do you mean, you Chief Big Hammer?
Yeah.
Near Grey. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess with that, I don't know. Yeah, I was just I've also put back on stream as well that what has already restructured, I think, across in Travian Kingdoms already as well. But yeah, it's just I don't know if people have any thoughts or anything that they want to put in the chat as well. But I just kind of I don't see this as a forward-thinking move. There has been some rumors flying that perhaps going forward Travian will be a pure mobile only game, and they want to cut down the amount of kind of browser support. I've seen some rumors to suggest that the Travian Classic server that's coming out, it could be their last. I've seen lots of different interesting theories regarding this, but yeah, it's just it'd be interesting to see what other people think as well. And do we think we're going to have special guest Lemon or what?
I haven't heard from him for a while, so I was hoping he was going to show up.
Okay.
I'll pop a
I guess we
message.
wait.
I guess not. Unfortunately. Maybe something bad has happened to him. Who knows? We hope not.
We hope not. We hope not.
We hope not. Was actually such a banger of a guest, though.
But if
Unlucky.
not, it's fine. But yeah. Anything else to kind of conclude? Anything else to kind of anyone wants to mention beforehand? Because if not, we can tie this one up. Have a relatively short one for people that want to watch on YouTube as well. But yeah, it's just none of us see this as a very good move or a good decision as well.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone sees this as a good decision, and I'm still yet to see anyone from the headquarters actually justify that decision. But we will see what happens, I guess.
I guess we'll see. I guess we either come back to how it was very quickly, and they just realize that this is a terrible decision. But
okay, we've got Eldor Balkans in the chat as well.
Okay, Picaldo. I think he already resigned from being a mod as well.
Oh, feels bad, man. It's actually so sad. It's actually so sad. Yeah. But yeah, I wonder if they U-turn on it very quickly or not.
Yeah, I don't know how they expect it's gonna work. They said that they're doing it to make it easier and more engaging with new players, but I don't see how chats that's getting spammed in 20 different languages are gonna make it a good experience for new players who's just starting up in the game.
I think we'll probably see a lot of unofficial servers come out of it, right? I think a lot of discussions and chats already come out of servers or discords that just aren't related to Travian. So is Travian just going to be an announcement board going forward that you can follow and you'll get stuff pinged into your server? But is the expectation of people just create their own server away from the officials?
That's actually a rumor about our special guest, who unfortunately hasn't showed up yet, that he was gonna start a server on his own. But
okay.
I was hoping that he would be here so we could ask him and get it confirmed on that, but we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, maybe that's literally the case. Someone said Kingdom players already had to create an unofficial, because I just can't see it working how there's just lots of people spamming different languages in the chat and using an emoji to basically translate all, and how a moderator is supposed to support that as well. There's just no real structure or anything like that either. So
Yeah, but I can't really see the reason why they would want players to create their own channels instead of just being like the part of the community on the main one. Like, imagine not having like international 30 channel. Like,
I mean,
Yeah, then what are they gonna do with server channels? Just remove them and expect
yeah,
people to run them
I
themselves?
think remove all. No,
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
they
that's
didn't
okay,
mention
yeah,
the
yeah.
server
Sound like
channels,
it.
but
Yeah, literally. I mean, that's my expectation, is that when we do move to this new system within the Discord, like, we'll have the rally point section that has all the game chat, ask the players, all this stuff, and then all the stuff like international worlds, Asia worlds, Europe worlds, all that will be gone. Like, any of the annual special areas might go. They maybe keep tournament. I don't know. Like, they just because that's like still their love child, right? But
But is it though? I thought I haven't played tournament, but looking at player numbers and just general talks about it, tournament is kind of dead now.
they left it a month before the server actually supposed to start to announce it, so I don't know.
Actually, a good point from Athric in the chat, saying
they might merge all
Travian
in.
Games want to increase Discord activity, yet telling people to create their own Discord for local communities.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, spot on.
Enter the chat will go from most active to non-existent. Yeah, exactly. But it's the case of all chats.
Yep.
I think every year, like finals chat is also pretty active.
Yeah,
At least it was
I think
like 1 year
so.
ago.
Yeah.
Well, that used to be a dedicated finals Discord, if you can remember that.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're still on it, right? But let's go back to Skype, please. No.
Yeah, Hasta, by the way, that like there is the reason why the elite program has so many noobs inside is because it was kind of forced to be that way. I don't think the intention was ever to be that way, but like, I don't know what Travian Games' forward plan is with that. Like, how do they then police who can join and who doesn't join, and who and how that goes forward with that? Because it was literally all done from CM's engagement, right? It was literally done from CM's putting in the legwork and communicating the to and from with HQ. So yeah, I don't know how that works. But yeah, I think finals will be busy. But I think the way that we see things is literally all the other server channels are going to go. Like, they're going to get rid of, like, oh my god, it's actually really, it's a huge nerf on the Hungarian community to get rid of the meme GIF channel. Like, how will Sylvester and Almut still be able to be top spammers, you know? I think this wasn't thought through, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think none of that was thought through.
Someone asked, is self-advertising allowed? Better ask a CM. Oh wait, they're all gone. I can't tag anyone.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
It's just very sad.
Yeah. And I think as well, it's just going to go downhill from here, because I even had people asking about like what's going to happen on New Year Special, and I'm like, I don't even know if there'll be a server for it yet, you know? Like, I just don't know. Like, do they then eventually reformat servers so we don't have like Asia servers anymore, and like we just have like is that the next step of consolidation of servers? I don't know.
Well, that wouldn't even be that bad, but
I mean, it wouldn't. I've been asking for this for years. Like, just get rid of any server that begins with A, and I think it's a great step in the right direction. But I didn't mean Discord chats, but I mean, they're not very active anyway, so.
Okay, be right back. Deleting links you posted since I still have options. Okay. Wait, I gotta see when I have my mod plus removed so I can ban some things.
There's a big BC #1 baby being spammed in the chat. That's good to see, you know. Good
Okay.
It's
think Tropeg is...
It's the most activity I've seen from the Alliance so far. It's great to see, you know. We come together when needed.
I think BC community is great.
Make BC great again. But yeah, I think nothing more really to add on this, so we'll probably call it there.
Yeah, have to call it a day.
But yeah, I do have some more info. I can't necessarily leak that yet, but we will obviously keep kind of watching this closely. But if you're not happy about the situation, guys, and you're in the chat, please obviously voice this in the game chat. Tag a community manager that's still actually here, or tag Samisu himself.
Yeah, just tag Samisu.
But I think it's just a case of like, if you're not happy with the situation, you want something to change, is that you're just going to have to voice this again, because I think, you know, I don't necessarily think they used the survey to make these changes. It's probably just a corporate thing.
True.
Okay, Big Boss Lem.
Wait. Lem 4?
Yeah, Big Lem. You know Lem?
Yeah, no Lem.
Absolute legend. Okay, so yeah, we'll call it, guys. Thanks for joining. If anyone does have any questions, still feel free to kind of either pop them in the chat, send me a DM, and if we do have like at least enough of them, we can always kind of revisit this another night. I do have to go pack my bags because I am moving house at the moment. So
yeah, and hopefully our special guest has time another day or something.
Yeah, exactly that. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining, and yeah, we'll talk shortly. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.